Are you worried about falling as you get older? Falls are the leading cause of injury and death in seniors. But did you know there is a simple test that only takes 1 minute to see if you're at risk? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Hi, I'm a physical therapist, and today we're going to talk about a 1-minute test that can help you identify your risk of falling. If you're a senior or you're caring for a senior, this is an important video for you because it could help identify somebody who might be at risk for a fall so you can help them and make some modifications before a fall actually happens. So let's jump right into it. The test is called the Timed Up and Go test or the TUG test. All you need is a chair that's about this height, an everyday kind of shoe. You don't want to be in a slipper or a slide-on shoe. And you want to have pants that aren't too tight so you can sit down and stand up easily. Now for this test, you're going to sit down in a chair like this with your shoes on. You're going to scoot yourself all the way to the edge of the seat. Now from there, you're simply going to stand up, walk around the chair, turn around, walk back, and then sit down again. And we're going to time how long it takes you to complete that entire task. While you're doing it, I want you to pay attention to how you feel. Are you shaky at all? Do you feel like you might lose your balance? Do you feel like you need to use your arms for support? All of those things are important to note because they're going to help us identify your risk of falling. So let's watch an example of what that looks like. Okay, so here I've demonstrated what the test looks like when you're performing it correctly. It doesn't look very hard, right? But for a lot of people, this can be really challenging, especially if you're a little bit unsteady on your feet. So now I'm going to perform it a little bit more slowly and maybe with some deficits that we would see in somebody who is maybe at risk of falling. So here I've demonstrated what that might look like when somebody has some deficits and they're at risk of falling. Notice I'm using my arms for support and I'm a little bit off balance. I almost lost my balance there at the end. It may not seem like a big deal to you, but this is actually a pretty significant risk factor for somebody who's getting older. Using your arms for support when you're doing this test is a huge predictor of a fall. So just be mindful of that as you're performing the test. Now, once you've completed the test, you want to see how long it took you. And we're going to compare it to some standards. If it took you less than 10 seconds, you're considered to be at low risk of falling. Between 10 and 14 seconds, you're at moderate risk. And 14 seconds or longer, you're at high risk of falling. Now, this test isn't perfect, and it doesn't take into account some other medical conditions that may put you at higher risk of falling, such as medications or recent surgeries. But it does take into account your functional ability, your balance and your gait, or your walking ability. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it with your friends. If you're interested in learning more about strategies to improve your balance, you can click here to get our free guide, 7 Best Exercises for Better Balance. You can also click here to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Tell me, what's your biggest concern about staying strong after 60?